All right. So let's dive into this whole thing with Congresswoman Spartz.
Yeah.
Victoria Spartz.
Yeah, the first Ukrainian-born woman
Yeah, elected to Congress.
to Congress, right?
And she's making some waves
She is.
by, calling out all the dysfunction in Congress.
Dysfunction, yeah.
She even said it was like a circus.
A circus, that's a pretty strong word.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is she seems to be pointing towards Elon Musk
Oh, wow.
and his Department of Government Efficiency.
DOGE.
DOGE, yeah, for short.
That's an interesting move, aligning herself with Elon Musk
Yeah, stepping back from the Republican caucus activities to...
to support DOGE.
Yeah.
Huh.
So is this just like a publicity stunt?
I mean,
Or does she really believe in it?
that's the question, right?
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of stuff to go through.
Okay.
We've got Spartz's statement
Yeah.
on the caucus decision.
All right.
We've got a deep dive on DOGE itself from The Atlantic.
That'll be interesting.
And some pretty spicy op-eds, both for and against Musk's involvement.
So a mixed bag.
Yeah, so we're going to unpack all of this
Okay, sounds good.
and try to make sense of it.
All right.
What does this mean for the future of government?
Big question.
Yeah, huge.
So where do we start?
Well, let's start with DOGE.
Okay.
What is this?
Right. So DOGE, it's all about bringing that private sector efficiency
Yeah.
into the world of government bureaucracy.
Which is often criticized
Often criticized, yeah.
for being inefficient.
Exactly.
So they want to cut down waste,
Right.
make things more transparent,
Transparency is key.
and ultimately save the taxpayers' money.
Save money, who doesn't love that?
Right.
Ambitious goal, though.
It is an ambitious goal.
Yeah.
And heading up this initiative
Okay.
is a pretty interesting duo.
Oh, yeah. Who is it?
Elon Musk,
Of course, Tesla SpaceX.
yeah, and Vivek Ramaswamy.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
He's a biotech entrepreneur
Oh.
turned politician.
All right. So a real mix of experience there.
Yeah. I think that raises some eyebrows.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Musk especially, he's got this like aura of disruption around him.
Yeah.
He's incredibly successful in tech,
Yeah.
but his public policy moves have been
A little rocky.
mixed, shall we say?
Yeah.
Like, what about the Hyperloop?
Oh, yeah.
Cool idea.
Yeah. In practice,
Not so much.
not really. And then he's got these, outspoken views.
Outspoken, yeah, on pretty much everything.
Yeah. So can his approach,
Right. That's the question.
which is very aggressive.
Yeah.
Laser focused on results.
Can that work
Work.
in the world of government?
Yeah.
Which is very nuanced.
It's not like you can just launch a rocket and call it a day.
Exactly. Government's a lot more complicated.
Yeah. Stakeholders, regulations, red tape.
Lots and lots of red tape.
So what do the DOGE people think?
Well, they believe that his experience from the private sector,
Yeah.
specifically Tesla and SpaceX, that he can translate those strategies
To the public sector.
to the public sector.
So, what are we talking about?
Well, think about Tesla's vertical integration.
Okay.
They control almost every part of their production,
So they do everything themselves.
from the batteries to the dealerships.
Wow.
Imagine applying that to infrastructure,
Okay.
streamline the process, cut down on delays.
Less of those cost overruns,
Exactly, those cost overruns.
which are so common.
Plague government projects.
Yeah. Okay. I see what they're getting at.
And then there's SpaceX,
Okay.
all about rapid prototyping, iteration. They're not afraid to fail.
Well, fast.
Learn from it. Try again.
Try again. Yeah.
Now imagine that with healthcare policy.
Oh, wow.
Instead of all the debates and the bureaucracy,
Yeah.
you implement pilot programs,
Well,
collect data, adjust based on the results.
so it's a more agile approach.
More agile, data-driven
Right.
to governance.
That's pretty interesting.
It is interesting,
Right.
but can you really apply that Silicon Valley mindset to something as complex as government?
Right.
It's not just about efficiency.
No.
You've got ethical considerations, social implications.
Yeah. That's where the critics come in.
That's where the skepticism comes in.
Yeah. They say Musk's approach might be effective,
Uh-huh.
but it overlooks the nuances.
The nuances, yeah.
Of governing things like equity,
Right, equity,
democratic oversight,
oversight.
accountability, all those important
It's
things.
not just about getting things done faster and cheaper,
It's got to be fair.
too.
It's got to be fair.
So it's a balancing act.
a real balancing act.
Yeah, and it's not clear if DOGE can pull it off.
No, it's not clear at all.
Okay, so that brings us back to Spartz.
All right, back to Spartz.
Why would she, a Republican congresswoman,
Right.
align herself with this
Yeah.
potentially risky initiative.
Risky, and it's spearheaded by Elon Musk,
Yeah.
who's very polarizing.
It's not really known for being a radical. No, not really. So what's the motivation?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, in her statement,
Okay.
she did not mince words.
What did she say?
She was very critical of what she called the political games,
Oh.
the lack of progress in Congress.
She called it a circus.
The circus, yeah, she's clearly frustrated
Yeah.
with the status quo.
But she's looking for solutions.
Looking for solutions, even if they come from unusual places.
Even from Elon Musk.
Even from Elon Musk, exactly.
So you think this is more about principle than politics?
It's hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
But we know Spartz is known for being independent.
Huh.
She's not afraid to go against the grain.
Even against her own party.
Even her own party, yeah.
So is this a sign of a bigger shift within the Republican Party?
Within the GOP.
Yeah. Are we seeing a new faction emerging?
One that's all about innovation and results.
Yeah.
Even if it shakes things up.
Even if they have to team up with Elon Musk?
That's a great question. Yeah. Spartz's move has definitely ruffled some feathers.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, some see her as disloyal, a threat to party unity,
Yeah.
but others admire that willingness to put policy over partisanship.
Interesting.
It's a real split. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out.
Yeah.
But let's shift our focus back to DOGE.
Okay.
What could the impacts actually be?
Yeah, that's a good point.
This isn't just some theoretical debate.
Right. It's going to affect real people.
Real people, real life.
Yeah, if it's implemented.
If they actually do it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking about how our roads get built,
Mm-hmm.
infrastructure.
The healthcare system works.
Yeah, healthcare, that's a big one.
Yeah.
One of DOGE's proposals is to streamline drug approvals.
Oh, okay.
So using
Well,
technology,
So less red tape.
less red tape, faster access to new drugs and treatments,
Okay, so faster access to life-saving treatments.
potentially life-saving. Yeah.
Sounds good.
But the critics worry about rushing the approval process.
Oh, yeah.
Could compromise safety. You got to make sure those treatments are safe.
Right. You need that balance between speed and safety, and then there's data privacy.
Yeah.
DOGE wants to centralize government data.
Which could be more efficient.
Could be, yeah, but how's that data being protected?
Yeah, good point.
So there are benefits, but there are also risks.
Risks, yeah. And we have to remember, real people will be impacted.
Right. Think about government employees.
Yeah.
Their jobs could be affected.
Oh, right, if they streamline bureaucracy.
Streamlining usually means job cuts.
Yeah.
So then who fills the void?
Yeah, who comes in?
People from the private sector.
In fact, people.
Yeah, potentially a culture clash.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
So you've got the technical aspects,
Yeah.
but also the human element.
Right.
People resisting change.
Yeah.
Anxiety about the future.
It's complicated.
Very complicated.
And it all stems from Spartz.
Yeah. From her
To
decision.
align herself with Elon Musk.
It shows you the power of individual action.
Yeah, one person can really make a difference.
They can set off a chain reaction.
And it reminds us that politics isn't just some game.
It's not, no.
It affects all of us.
It affects our lives in very real ways.
Yeah. So we need to stay informed.
Absolutely stay engaged.
Yeah.
Don't just tune it all out,
Even when it's complicated.
especially when it's complicated.
So what can we do?
What can the listeners do?
Yeah. How can we make our voices heard?
Well, don't just rely on sound bites.
Yeah.
Or headlines.
Right.
Dig deeper. Read those long articles.
Okay.
Explore different views. Understand the nuances.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Ask questions. Yeah.
Challenge assumptions.
Challenge assumptions, right?
Talk to your friends.
Have those tough conversations.
Yeah, family, even your elected officials.
Right. Your representatives.
Be an active participant
Not just a passive observer.
because the future depends on it.
The future of our government.
Yeah, this all started with Spartz and Musk, but it's really a bigger trend
Right. This blurring of lines.
between the private and public sectors.
Yeah. Tech influencing government.
We're seeing it everywhere.
It makes you think about who really holds the power.
Yeah, who's making the decision?
And who benefits from those decisions.
That's like a shift in power dynamics.
It's a real shift.
Yeah, we used to think of government as this separate thing,
Mm-hmm.
but now you've got these tech figures
Yeah.
stepping in with solutions.
Sometimes even dictating policy.
It's exciting,
It is exciting.
but also a little concerning.
Yeah. Because what about accountability?
What about democracy?
Right. Are we being represented?
It puts pressure on us
On the citizens, yeah.
to stay informed.
Stay engaged.
Otherwise,
what happens?
a small group of people
I'm not letting.
will have all the power.
That's a scary thought.
It is a slippery slope.
It really is.
We need to be able to think critically.
Critical thinking, yeah.
Understand the media
Media literacy is so important.
so we can tell what's true.
Fact from fiction,
Yeah. And hold our leaders accountable.
whether they're from politics or tech.
It's easy to feel overwhelmed.
It is, yeah.
Just throw up your hands and say it's too complicated.
I can't make a difference.
But that's what they want us to do.
That's what they want.
Yeah, they want us to disengage
Become apathetic.
and give up our power.
We can't let that happen.
No, we can't.
Every voice matters.
Yeah.
Every action, even if it seems small,
It can make a difference.
it can ripple outwards, create change,
So if you're feeling inspired,
or even just a little fired up,
yeah, don't let that energy fade.
channel it into action.
What do you mean?
Write to your congressperson.
All right.
Go to a town hall.
Attend a town hall
Yeah, volunteer for an organization
that you believe in.
that you believe in.
Yeah.
Talk to your friends and family.
Start those conversations.
Even small
And
actions.
add up.
Yeah, and create change.
Collective action.
Yeah. It's wild to think this all started with just one congresswoman
Yeah.
stepping back from the Spartz and DOGE.
Yeah, her decision just kind of blew things wide open.
It really did.
All these questions about government and technology.
Yeah, the future of it all.
It makes you realize how much power one person has.
One person's choice.
Yeah. I mean, who would have thought
Who would have thought?
that a congresswoman from Indiana
Right.
and a tech CEO,
Known for cars and rockets.
yeah, would be at the center of all this?
It's a strange world.
It is. So where do we go from here?
That's the question.
Yeah. Will Spartz's gamble pay off?
Will DOGE actually work?
Is it all hype?
Yeah. Tough to say.
You have a crystal ball?
I wish I did.
Yeah. So no easy answers.
No, but this is a story to watch.
Yeah. The outcome could change everything.
How our government works.
For years to come,
Absolutely.
it feels like we're at a crossroads.
Yeah, two
It's
paths.
the traditional way of doing
And
things.
all the bureaucracy.
And then this new tech-driven approach,
Streamlining everything.
making it more responsive to people.
That's the promise anyway.
But there are risks,
Of course.
like we talked about,
It's not a simple fix.
right? Government's not just about efficiency.
It's more than that.
It's about representing everyone.
All the citizens,
Fairness, accountability.
democratic values.
You can't achieve that with algorithms.
No, you need human judgment.
Ethics, understanding of society.
All of that.
So what's the takeaway for our listeners?
What should they do?
Stay engaged.
Stay informed.
Don't be afraid to challenge things.
The status quo.
Yeah, the future's not set in stone.
We shape it with our choices.
Our actions, our voices,
Exactly.
whether you like DOGE or not.
Whether you agree with Spartz,
The important thing is we're having this conversation,
we're thinking critically,
looking at different sides.
demanding better from our leaders.
That's what a healthy democracy looks like.
Messy, complicated, always changing.
But we're the ones who guide it.
The citizens.
So keep asking those tough questions.
Keep pushing for transparency.
Accountability, and never underestimate your own voice.
Your voice matters.
The future depends on it.
It really does.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.